Respect the buddy. I will let him realize. I will let him know. Hold on. I got you. I will let him know. Hold on. You see? Yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. As you see for the title, with respect among the black TV. As you see from the title, I was trying to figure out should I do the show about this topic, but it kept coming up about. I saw this. It was very interesting. I'm gonna tell you why I came up with the topic. Scottie Pippen, his ex-wife, is is and Michael Jordan's son Marcus Jordan is a couple. Yes, I said it. Scottie Pippen ex-wife and Michael Jordan's son Marcus is a couple. She's 48, he's 36. And she says that she really don't know him. Okay. She said, respect Shonda Williams. She says that she really didn't know him. Okay. But what in your right back then she said she didn't want to date no other athlete, no more athlete. But Marcus, he played at UCF. And that's the circle that she's been around. Know what I'm saying? But my thing is, how can you go date your coworker, your friend's daughter or son? I don't care if they don't like each other or they best friend. How can you and y'all can coexist? How can you go date another person's son or daughter that is your coworker, your ex, or your friend? How can you go date their daughter or son? Not five respect, EJ. How can you go date this? How can you go date a person like that? I can't see it. That is totally that kind of like a slap in the face. Then she says that her kids like Marcus. But what are you saying about your ex-husband? What do your ex-husband Scottie Pippen had to say about you dating? Well, he really don't have that to say about it. But what do he have to say about your kids being yours and his kids being around Michael Jordan's son? So you trying to tell me? I want to get y'all opinion. Y'all trying to tell me that she trying to tell us that she didn't know him, and they played on the same team. And we have athletes as co-workers. You know, you have them party meeting with parties, company parties, whatever. And some people bring their kids. And she tried to tell me she didn't know Marcus. Respect really is one. That is I'm not gonna call her a lie, but she knew Marcus was Michael Jordan's son. And I think she just did that to piss her ex-husband off. Cause think about it. Look at that documentary, The Last Dance. It was all about Michael Jordan. He had his hand in that. He didn't give his teammate that much credit in that documentary. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you trying to tell me that is it okay for you to go date your ex, your coworker, your friends, or your ex-friend, whoever that you associate with, daughter or son? Is that right? No, that's not right. Cause, cause especially if you got kids with that person, if you got kids with that person and that's your coworker or your ex, and you got kids with that person, and them kids been around that person, how is that right? Yeah, she got her own business and all that stuff, but guess what? It doesn't matter in that situation. It doesn't matter in that situation. I got a question for the chat. Would you do that? Would you go date your ex or your coworker, son or daughter? And they tried to hide that, say, oh, we just friends. Said we just friends. How the hell you just friends? You only known them, you said 4 years? And the thing about it, 4 years, and 2018, y'all filed for divorce. You met her in 2019, but y'all still was legally married. Y'all going on these fancy trip with one another. That's still wrong because you were still married to the man. Y'all divorce wasn't finalized till 2021, but you still legally married. But you dating somebody teammate, son, who is 12 years younger than you. So you trying to tell me you didn't know that you dated somebody 12 years younger than you. He dated somebody 12 years older than him. You trying to tell me that you didn't know that he was Michael Jordan's son, which is a blunt lie. Which I know is a blunt lie. Come on. You trying to tell me you didn't know that person at that time? Come on. It's real hard to fathom somebody doing that. It's real hard to fathom, especially a friend, a so-called friend, an associate, co-worker, an ex doing that to you. So if an ex does that to you, go date your son or your daughter, they will eye your son and daughter from the beginning, from when they were little. Am I right about that? Am I wrong to say this? Is it right for you to go date somebody you know that you work with, that was your friend, that was your son or daughter? Would you go do that? That is the question. Would you really go do that? Respect to Curry, respect Alpha Buckeye. How would you feel about yourself? How would you feel about yourself? Would you feel that you was in the right? Would you do it out of spite? How would they look? How would they look when you go do that? You date somebody, son, child that you know, that you used to go with, that you used to work with. How would they look? How would that look for a man to go date somebody's daughter that he used to work with, that used to be a friend, and it used to be his ex daughter? Same with the female. How would that look if that used to be your ex son, even the son? How would that look? Remember, how would that look if your ex friend go date your son? So what that tells me that Respect, baby girl, Wendy. I didn't forget. I didn't forget about that. We're still gonna celebrate your born day. How do that look? That don't look good. Cause that tells me you go date if you go date my son or my daughter, and we used to be friends or used to be co-workers, and you go date my son or my daughter, you be eyeing them since they were little kids. But would you do that? See, how would that make you feel if somebody did you that way? You be eyeing them, their son or daughter for how long? And y'all been friends, y'all been co-workers, you been knowing them, y'all been going to country party. How often would you do that? What would you say if it happened to you? What if your friend did that to you? Start your ex friend, your ex coworker, or your coworker start dating your son or daughter, and just think if y'all fell out and they did that, what would you say? How would you feel? How would you feel about it? Would you be mad? You wouldn't like that, would you? No, you wouldn't like that. Cause I'll tell you why. Cause it make you feel like you. Cause it make you feel like they backstabbed you. Then for your son or daughter to go do that to you, it make you feel like what did you do wrong to deserve them doing that? Doing that, especially if they try to hide and say we just friends. See, when somebody act like they your friend, watch your kids. Watch your kids. Especially they been friends for a long time. Then also you're not friends no more. Your son or daughter like that man and woman that you were friends with. It's called grooming. Oh, just wait till I leave this man, this woman. We could be together. That's what I'm. T19 respect. That's what is wrong with this. Why can't you want to go date this son or this daughter, but like you got nobody else out there in this world. You can't get nobody else. But you've been around this family. You've been knowing this family, not knowing them, but you've been around the family. You've been around their kids. They get of age, and y'all get mad, and y'all get together. I don't supposed to be happy. I don't supposed to be happy because you did that. Because it made me think, hey, what were you doing to my child when it was little? When I left you alone with him? You feel what I'm talking about? What were you doing with him? We know that situation. No, Scotty was mad at Michael. We know that. For you to say you didn't know his son Marcus, and we know kids they be at the game, and you seen Marcus when he was little. Then to get with him, said well, y'all just friends, make up that lie, but y'all seen they were together. Then you got with him 4 years, and y'all was separated, but y'all still married, but y'all ain't divorced. That's still you still legally married, no matter what. Y'all divorce was finalized to 2021. So basically, you said if Scottie Pippen, I'ma cheat on him. That's basically still is cheating because you're still not divorced. I don't care you separated or not. But you had to go get his teammate's son and you said that you don't want to date another basketball player, athlete, but yet he's played basketball at UCF.
Mm.
So which one is it?
Hey,
Yeah, go
hey,
ahead,
what's
bro.
going on? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. And good morning to
Come
the
on.
chat, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, when was the last day? When did the last dance air? When did ESPN air it? Was it like right before the pandemic or was it around 2020?
I think it was right before the pandemic, 2019.
All right. So they were filming it probably had it was a lot of production that went into that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that they were working on the last dance, probably production wise and everything, at least uh 1 or 2 years. So let's say 2017. All right.
Hmm.
Um I think Jordan's son has been smashing what was smashing Pippen's wife for a while. All right. The woman was promiscuous. This was not
Yes.
the first time that she's
Mm-mm.
actually cheated on Scotty before. She has a history of cheating on him. But the thing is, okay, I don't know what actually happened between Jordan and Pippen after after they parted ways. Jordan retired and Pippen joined the Rockets. I don't know what happened after that. All I know is, bro, me and you, we grew up in that era. Okay, we
Hmm.
grew up during the golden age of the NBA. We remember, all right, how tight they were. All right,
Hmm.
on the court and off the court. They hung out at casinos together. They went out to clubs together. Even
Yeah.
before Jordan got married, before he married Juanita, they got
Yeah.
married. A lot of people got to remember that they got married after the NBA season in '89. Okay, so
Hmm.
Pippen was drafted by the Bulls in the spring of '86. So when he
Hmm.
was drafted by the Bulls, who was his mentor? Who took him under his wings? It was Jordan. They hung out. They were like brothers. They were like
Hmm.
soul brothers. Okay. So can't nobody, all of this where they hated each other the whole time. That's a bunch of bull. That's a bunch of bull, man. They did not hate each. The fallout happened after their NBA careers.
Yeah. It did. It did.
Mhm.
And another thing is that it's got to say that you know who had a hand in that, the Last Dance. Michael Jordan did, right? That
And
basically,
on yeah,
and basically, go ahead.
and on that note, that was foul. That
Hmm.
that that was foul. Listen, I don't get. Look, listen, I may piss off a lot of Jordan worshipers. All right, I'm a Jordan fan. I'm a huge Jordan fan. When it come down to the Jordan Kobe debate, you know where I stand, D. You know where I
Uh-huh.
stand. We talk offline. You know where I stand. You know you rolling with Kobe. I always roll with Jordan when it comes to that GOAT conversation. But
Hmm.
Jordan has always been a prima donna. He's a
Yeah.
he's a prima donna. That's one
Yeah.
thing about him I never really liked. The man was a damn prima donna. All right. All the attention had to be on him. Some of the things he was saying in the last dance was
Hmm.
evident that he's a prima donna. Okay, so
Yeah.
they gave Karl Malone the MVP. So you took that personal, and that, I mean, man, you want to win a championship. Do you?
Yeah.
So does envy? So basically, what he was telling everybody, everybody thought it was cute. Jordan is assassin. He'll take anything and use it as drive. No, he took envy and used it as a drive.
Yeah.
He took envy and and jealousy, and that basically he used that few. Put it like this: whenever you need anger, envy, or jealousy to fuel you, to motivate you, to raise your level, your game level, yeah,
Yeah.
something ain't right with that.
Yeah.
Something ain't right
Uh,
with that.
and another thing is, Scotty said that. he watched Jordan, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he played against, he watched Jordan. He said Jordan wasn't really all that. He said he didn't know how to do a whole bunch of things, and people got mad at Scotty for saying that. And think about it, when the Last Dance would have been all about the Chicago Bulls, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Jordan had a hand in it. It was all about him, wasn't it?
And I don't like the way they done it. They should have made it. They should have let all 5 starters and Phil Jackson have equal. They should all had like equal bringing their story to the table and making it equal.
Yeah. See, I want to ask people this question. And you this question. I asked you this question offline too. Did I ask you this? All right. It's a superstar on the team, right? They cannot win a championship without some role players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take Steve Kerr, take Paxson, take Bill Cartwright, Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, away from them Bulls team. Could Jordan do it by himself?
Jordan would not have won a NBA title without Pippen. All right, he wouldn't have won. Let's go back to 91. Okay, 91. The team they beat in the finals, that was not the real Showtime Lakers. All right. That was injury,
down.
old, watered down version of the Showtime Lakers. All right. You have new people on the roster. They didn't have any chemistry. I mean, Sam Perkins didn't have any chemistry with Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Worthy was hurt. Byron Scott had got injured in the damn series with Portland. So the Lakers were right for the pickings. But even with all that being said, if you look at the final scores of all 5 of the games, those games were close. It was never a blowout. Yeah. Neither game was a blowout. It was just so happened that the Lakers ran out of gas. At the end of most of those games, the Lakers ran out of gas. Game one showed you when Worthy actually played the whole game.
Yeah.
Game one actually showed you that the Lakers, even though the Bulls were the more talented team, the Lakers were the more superior team. You know what I'm saying? They had the better, put it like this. They had experience matters. They were the more experienced team. All right. But they were not the same without Kareem. They were not the same without a healthy Worthy, without a healthy Byron Scott, and AC Green was banged up in that series as well. That just the Bulls caught them at the right time. Now we'll say this now. Had that been Portland, that 1991 Portland team was a lot better than that 92 Portland team.
Yeah.
I think if Portland and Drexler would have caught the Bulls a year before 92, then it would have went 7, or Portland probably would have got them.
Yeah. And I look at this. Look at the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And let's compare Kobe and Mike for a minute in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look at when Jordan really didn't take over the game, right? He didn't really take over the game. He did all his little scoring, first, second, third quarter, fourth quarter, better than everybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Kobe took over the game, he just basically took over the whole game. Am I right? He took over the whole game. Look at the winning shots in the playoffs that Jordan took.
Well, they both took over the game, but my point is that we know what Kobe could do without Shaq. Kobe really should have won 3 without Shaq. Okay. 08, 09, 2010, that should have been a 3-peat, but in 08, I don't know, man. They just dropped the ball against the Celtics.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Even though I still say Jordan is the GOAT, we'll never know if Jordan could have done it without Pippen. We'll never
Yeah,
know.
never know.
We'll never know
But
because he had to retire early because of the gambling stuff that was kind of weighing down on him. And also, Jordan, honestly, man, that's another thing we found out about The Last Dance. The man didn't take care of himself. He didn't take care of his body. I mean, come on, man. He back there in the dressing room at halftime smoking cigars, drinking beer. I'm like, what the hell? How the hell this nigga was going out there dropping 40 and 50 points. He's smoking damn Cuban cigars at halftime and drinking a beer.
yeah, but let's get ready to subject at hand. Okay. You see, T Ryan to 19 said she slept with Future, right?
Yeah.
And explain to me how the hell that she didn't know Marcus Jordan was Michael Jordan's son.
She knew.
Explain that to me.
She knew. It was wrong. The son was wrong. She was dead wrong. And Jordan, that's one time Jordan could have stepped in and he could have put a stop to that. Yeah, his son grown, but he still had some kind of influence over his son. He could have stepped in and you know, that it was just foul. That was some fucked up shit right there. I just
respect to Sickle Dog. Sickle Dog don't came now, and that's why I came. That's why I came with this topic this morning. Is that I can't look if you're gonna date some of your coworker, your ex, your ex. I ain't talking about ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna date your exes, your coworker, your friend's son or daughter, and y'all been around each other. That's suspicious to me. Know I'm going with, don't you?
Yeah.
That's suspicious to me. And they, especially co-workers, you company functions, whatever, and all of a sudden you date them. Oh, we just nothing but friends. But all of a sudden, y'all dating each other. I don't care your child is male or female. I don't care. And also, you dating them. Yeah. And you knew when they were since they were little.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna
go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get ready to drop on down and eat my breakfast. But to answer the question, would you date an ex co-worker, friend, daughter, or son? No, I would never cross that line. I would never even date the ex-wife or the wives, ex-wives, baby mamas, off limits. I would not. Now, if it was just somebody you was cutting in the past, that's different. But a wife, an ex-wife, a baby mama, hell no, that's off limits. Another thing I feel that's off limits too, siblings. Cause I look, man. Look. Anytime and one of my homies or my friends was looking at my sister, compliment my sister, whatever, I ran interference. I was caught blocking like hell. So
Cause I'm tell you,
no dibs on the sibs.
Yeah. Hey, I'm tell you why it's kind of funny on that right there. What you just said with all of this in a nutshell right here. When that relationship goes sour, and your son, your daughter, your sister, your brother get into it, and that man or woman does something to your son or daughter, or your siblings. All hell gonna break loose.
You gonna be the one to hear about it. You are gonna be the one that have to hear their mouth. That's why I will run interference. And if I was Jordan, I would have nipped that shit. Because look at it now. Look at all the drama that it's causing. All this negative press, this negative attention that he's getting. And he's Michael Jordan. The man, you an icon. You want to be remembered as an icon. You don't want to be remembered. Okay, Michael Jordan, your son smashed your teammate, your number 2 guy. The guy
your
that
wife.
won smash your your co-worker's wife. You don't want to be, you don't want that kind of attention.
Yeah, and the story you said, oh, I didn't know I didn't know 4 years. I've been knowing it 4 years. Say, okay, 4 years is what 2019. If I was at 5 years, 2018, when they decided to separate, file for divorce, and divorce was finalized to 2021. And
Let me
and go ahead.
let me answer. Alpha. I hear what you're saying. I'm not saying that he could have completely put a stop to it. I'm saying there's a way that you can at least run some type of interference on it. I would have, it's just think about it, Alpha. Look at all the negative attention that is drawn right now to Jordan. Look at it. It's not a good look. That's why me personally, I would have attempted to run interference. Now, would my efforts worked? Would my agenda would have been successful? There's no guarantees in that. But at least I would have, my conscience would have been clear, knowing that I made an effort to put a stop to it instead of just standing by and allowing it, and laughing about it, allowing it to happen. Remember, these dudes were like brothers. A lot of people are downplaying their relationship or whatever, man. But we grew up in the era, D-Truth. I remember these dudes were like brothers on the court and off the court.
Mm-hmm.
When Dominique went down with that ACL injury in '92, because remember now, that spot that Pippen had on the Dream Team, that was originally Dominique's spot.
Yeah.
When Dominique went down with their injury, Jordan went to Bobby Knight and Chuck Daly, went to Chuck Daly and said, hey, give that spot to Pip. Give that spot to Pip. So Pippen was actually on the Dream Team because of Jordan and because of the Dominique injury.
But Alpha, this is where I think stuff but went awry with that right there is that is that Last Dance documentary, and then on top of that, Pippen kind of knew his ex-wife.
It was already going on. It was already going on.
It was already he already knew it.
And that's why, Alpha, to answer your other comment, that's why, man, think about it, Alpha. Put yourself in the brother's shoes. All right. If you knew, think about it now. If your best friend or your coworker that you've been coworkers with for like over 20 years, and you found out that your wife was smashing your coworker's son, and he knew about it the whole time, you would feel some type of way too, man. Come on. Sometimes we have to put ourselves in these person's shoes or whatever. Could Jordan put a stop to it? No, there's no guarantees. I doubt it. I doubt it. The way these kids are today, they don't half-ass listen to their parents. But I would have at least attempted to run interference.
Respect, Esco. Respect. And you know what? Hey, you know what the saddest part about it is? The saddest part about it is?
Salute, Esco.
What is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife and Michael Jordan's son Marcus saying to Scottie Pippen's children?
So what now? Say that again. Say that
again. What is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife and Marcus Jordan? What are they saying to each other, thinking their kids not hearing what they saying about Scottie? That's the saddest part right there. Think about it.
Well, it's not even that. Well, listen, I'm not going to exclude Pippen from this either and make it seem like, poor Scottie Pippen. Sometimes in life you have to use your common sense and you have to put your foot down. If you know this woman had been, like I said off the top,
she been running around.
Woman, she been cheating on him. This woman has been promiscuous. Hell, Future was smashing her at one time, man. Divorce. Get away from her, bro. Cut ties with her. You know what I'm saying? If a person is dogging you out, that go man or woman, if that person is dogging you out, mistreating you, get the hell out of there.
Yeah. And at the same time, with that situation right there, and she run around their phone and she know him. How we know them Scottie Pippen kids? We don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, hey, I wouldn't do it. I want a female point of view on this one. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do something like that. Especially when look, it's just like saying some women say I won't date marry a rapper, a singer, an actor, an actress, athlete.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said. Now, that's what she said. She said she would change her name, no matter who she married. No matter who you marry, but you with Marcus, you're not gonna leave that lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying? She's so used to that damn lifestyle. What's she gonna do? Come out here and find a man that's not in that lifestyle in that circle and marry him? You think so?
Yeah. Let me answer a couple of these questions. Trey ran. Yeah, Scotty admitted that on Oprah. Yeah, a couple of years ago. That basically he subliminally was like he told on himself, and he almost slipped up and told on Jordan. To Jordan goddamn elbowed him on the couch. I mean, yeah, man, them NBA dudes, man, they be wilding out. They're just like rock stars.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like rock stars, bro. When they go on the road, they are smashing. They smashing, going to the strip clubs, they hanging out, going to the clubs, going to the bars, meeting women, and they are smashing. Scotty mad. Esco says Scotty mad. The media don't give him what he thinks he deserves, but he's taking it out on. I'm gonna be honest with you, Esco. The Last Dance, the way ESPN did it, I don't agree with the way they did it. They took The Last Dance and made it about Michael Jordan. If you're going to make it about Michael Jordan, title it as Michael Jordan's Last Dance. Don't make it, don't put the marquee up and saying you're going to make it about the Bulls' last dance as a team and then make the whole damn thing about Michael Jordan. All right? Just title it Michael Jordan's Last Dance. Like, when they do a 30 for 30 about Dion, it's about Dion. They did the 30 for 30 about Magic, it was about Magic. It wasn't about the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? People expecting to hear about, we want to know about Luke Longley. We want to know about Kukoc. We want to know about Ron Harper. No, it was about Jordan. It was about Jordan. And from my opinion, from my honest opinion, Esco, it seems like Jordan didn't really, was kind of shunning them dudes. It was like he wasn't really giving them dudes the credit and respect that they deserve. I mean, dog,
that was Scotty was saying.
Exactly. It wasn't like he was out there playing 1-on-5. It wasn't like he was out there playing 1-on-5, bro. He wouldn't have been able to pull it off the first three without Jordan. I mean, without Pippen and Grant and BJ and Paxson, and he wouldn't have been able to pull off the other three without Pippen, Rodman, Harper, Longley, Kukoc. I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask the men in the chat. I'm gonna ask the women in the chat. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and step down. I'm gonna go ahead and step down. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Love you. Thank you for supporting my little bro D Truth. Hey, bro, have a great show, man. Love the topic, bro. I just had to come up here and put my 2 cents in. You know how I am, bro.
Mm-hmm. You know what I do. You know what I do.
Oh yeah, man. You got down on this topic, bro. I didn't say, hey, Hey man, I like it, man. I'm gonna be watching from the bushes, bro. Salute
All right.
everybody. Salute.
Yeah, let's go. He did. He did give him a pretty due respect, but the thing about it, majority of it was about Michael Jordan. But this right here is about. I'm gonna ask y'all this question: if your coworker, your friend, your ex, would you want somebody, your friend, your coworker, or your ex, to date your son or daughter? Would you want them to date your son or daughter? That's to the men and women in the chat. Would you want them to date your son or daughter? I know you do. Let's go. Hey, that's why I like you, my brother. That's why I like you. Cause if, cause I'm like this right here. Don't we not say that if your ex, your coworker, or your friend, they start dating your son or your daughter, and they knew them ever since knew them ever since they were little and growed up. That give me pause. They give me a pause. You know why that give me? You know what that give me pause? Why is that? Because how have you been looking at them from the beginning? And then when something go wrong, they gonna come back to me and say, "Hey, this right here." Then we're gonna have a falling out, which we already probably don't have a falling out, but we're gonna have a falling out. I don't want to get between that relationship. But guess what? They adults. They make their own choices. But we've been friends, co-workers for so long, but you knew my children, ever since they were little. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what happened right here. Let's go. Scottie Pippen, that's why he said she didn't know Michael Jordan's son. And we know that's a lie. Oh, and she says she don't know him now, but yet they've been together for over 4 years. And at first they tried to hide, said they were just friends. How you go from dating married to Scottie Pippen and dating Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan, and goes and saying that you don't want to date no other athlete or basketball player, but goes to date Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan, who played basketball at UCF. See, explain that to me. How is that okay? How is that okay? It's not okay. It's not okay for your coworker, even if she a female, to date your son. It's not okay with that either. Especially if they watched them grow up, they knew who they was. They didn't lie about it. They didn't lie, try to hide it, and were dating before they got a divorce. It's not okay. Before the divorce was final. And the thing is, if you're married and you get a divorce gonna take a long time, all that legal wrangling, but you go start dating somebody else while you're still legally married. I still consider that cheating. Respect, Scorpio lady. See, that's the problem I have with that. It was cause you said you 48. So and he 36, 12 years. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's say 1990. Let's say 1990, 33. Let's say 23 years. Okay. So, other words, if she was 24, she was 24, he was 12. She was 24 and he was 12. When she was 21, he was 9. And you trying to tell me you didn't know him? But all of a sudden you got with him and tried to hide it. A 12-year age different. That's that don't cut it with me. That right there is sickening. That situation is sickening to my stomach. And then your children. Yeah, you said your kids like him. And you said his family like you and your family like him. Of course they're gonna have, especially if that person that you dated family don't like the other person that you used to be with, then of course they're not gonna like it. Of course that person ain't, you welcome Scorpio lady. That's right there. Of course that family ain't gonna like him. Why should they like him when when they know that her ex or his ex don't like the person they was used to be with? And that person that they used to be with slip around with all type of people. That's it. That's in real life. What are you? What have y'all? What are your family saying about your ex that the kids can hear? You think they don't hear? What are they saying? Although they might be grown, what are they saying? Did you ever think that your kids not gonna go back and tell mama or daddy what the other family is saying about them? Come on now. Anybody else got to do anybody else disagree with me on that? Well, how do you explain that to your children that y'all got with each other? That you that mommy or daddy is dating the ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or ex-wife or ex-girlfriend, friend or co-worker. How do you explain that to your kids? I'll wait. How do your kids supposed to feel about it? How do your ex supposed to feel about it? I can see it was somebody else, a stranger that didn't know your kids, that didn't know your family, that didn't spend time with your family. I can see that. I can see it, that situation. But we always got the men and women. I do not want my kids around this person. Now, if your ex tells you that the person that you dated, that co-worker, ex-friend, ex-wife, or co-worker that tells you that he or she do not want y'all kids around that person, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I don't care if your kids love that person, like that person or not. You just gonna avoid what they concern, especially in the age difference. Because I feel like you brought up in the cradle, you grooming that little boy, little girl, so when they grow up, you can be with them no matter what. If anybody else got anything to say, y'all can hit the link and talk about it. This is a adult topic right here. This is an adult topic. See, we as adults, we got to start using our mind and start grooming our kids to teach our kids the right way of doing things. I say it's wrong for you to date your coworkers or your friend child, be man or woman. I don't care who. I don't care who it is. I don't care you, Michael Jordan's son, Scottie Pippen ex-wife. I don't care your number guy, girl out here, guy or woman or man out here. I don't care. It is totally wrong. It is unethical to do so. Then to say you didn't know them, but you spent time with your family, with that family, and how close y'all was, and you say you didn't know them. Come on, man. That's right there. That right there is not right. I don't care what your ex did. See, sometimes I think you do it out of spite, to spite your husband, spite your ex girlfriend, spite your ex wife, spite your ex boyfriend. You do it out of spite to hurt them. Why would you want her to hurt them? Then you carry your kids around them. That ain't no telling. You know how some of these people do. They talk bad, talk down to their exes, their co-workers, and to get back to them. Then you wonder why they mad. Why your ex is mad. Why your kid father or kid mother is mad at you. Especially you watch them grow up. Why are you doing this? I think I'm gonna tell you why I think Scottie Pippen ex-wife and Michael Jordan son Marcus is doing that. It's a publicity stunt. It's a publicity stunt. They want to be in that limelight. They want to be out there in front of center. See, I'm not saying Pippen didn't do nothing wrong. I'm not saying Jordan did anything wrong. But when you date somebody younger than you that you watch grow up, it is damn wrong, especially if it's your ex-wife, ex-husband, your ex-girlfriend, your ex-boyfriend, or your co-workers, child, and you date they and you come in a relationship with they one of their kids, one of their children. I think you do it out of spite and remind you watch them grow up. You've been eyeing them ever since they were little. You've been eyeing them ever since they were little. And you just couldn't wait till they get grown, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old, to get with them. Despite they having their own personal life. Not despite they have their own personal life out there outside this relationship that they got with their family. When you go date somebody, your coworker, your ex-husband, your ex-wife, what do you tell the kids? What do you tell your kids? Okay, so 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 you telling me if y'all break up, what if Marcus start dating one of your daughters? What did that happen? How would you like it? Your daughter start dating him. What if your son break up with your daughter breaks up with him and start dating his son? How would you like that? Vice versa with the men. My friend, how would you like it? You won't love it at all, would you? Because it's dead wrong no matter how you look at it. I know they are adults. They can do what they want to do, but you just that's that's a moral code. Especially you see them children when they grow up and you're 12 years older than, if you're 12, 13, 14 years older than they are, that means you saw them as a kid already. You had your eye on them already. Is that right? I want to ask y'all this question. Ask y'all this question, chat, and people will replay. If your friend, your coworker, your ex start dating, I don't care male or female, start dating one of your kids, what would you be thinking? What are you thinking? What would you be thinking? I'm gonna tell you what I be thinking. How long you been having an eye on my child? When we was co-worker and we were friends, and when I was this other person. How long have you been having your eye on them? See, that's a that's a that's a that's a problem right there. Tell me that is not a problem. Yeah, that is a problem. That is a problem. If you're lied about his age, lied about his age. What the age different? Let's go real there. What the age different? What the age different than that? What's the age different than that? I'm not saying that's a problem with an older person doesn't date a younger person. Sometimes it works out, but that older person cannot, or that younger person cannot go date, that the older person cannot go date a coworker or ex daughter or son of mine. Cannot do it. Cannot do it. But guess what? It is what it is. It is what it is. We as adults, I'm talking about adults, real adults, your friends, your coworker, your ex, watch them around your children. Because as they grow up and they spend time with them, they get close to them, guess what? Your kids, what would you say your kid want to be with your one of your coworkers, with your ex, or with one of your friends? What would you say? What would you say? I got one more question. Then I'm gonna get on out of here. This for everybody that's still left in the chat. For everybody still left in the chat, and I will definitely be back tonight. We're gonna talk about this subject again tonight. We're gonna talk about this subject again tonight because ev- I want answers to these questions. She would know what if she if I know you love your grandbaby, but got her drunk. She wasn't in a right man to consent. You know what that is, don't you, Scorpio later? You know what that was. You know what that was. that was he kind of took advantage of it, which R word, right way to say, because if she was drunk, she wasn't in her right mind to consent. See, and that's another aspect of the situation we're gonna talk about tonight. Another aspect of the situation we're gonna talk about tonight. Then that what normally happens when a person cannot consent, and the person that did that got the other person incapacitated who cannot consent. They go ahead and marry their victim, so their victim cannot tell on them. That's what normally happens. Would would you? I forgot the question I'm finna ask. I forgot the question I'm finna ask. But think about this. This part one. Part two gonna be tonight. Part two gonna be tonight. Now, like I said, yeah, it might be all good right now, but at the time, you know, he all worded her because she couldn't consent because she was drunk. And two, he married her so y'all wouldn't press charges against him. That's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. I call it how I see it, Scorpio lady. You know how I call it. If she got was if he got her drunk, he knew what he was doing when he did that. He knew she wasn't going to sleep with him without him getting her drunk. So guess what? We're gonna talk about the other aspect of this situation tonight, and I guarantee you that we ready. Part two is coming up tonight. It is coming up tonight. I will. We'll talk about the rest of the night. Join me tonight. I don't know what time. Just wait for the notification. I will be back again tonight. Thank y'all for joining me. Respect to Scorpio Lady, T Rated 19, Esco, Alpha Buckeye, Amanda Black TV, Shawanda Williams, Secura, we else can Realist One, Not Five, Baby Girl Wendy, everybody who came in to join me today. The Queen of the Nile River, E. James Podcast. Thank you for joining me. I will be back tonight. Thank you, Alpha Buckeye. That I know nobody can walk in your shoes, but guess what? You know I call it like I see it, and that's how I see it. That's how most people. That's how most predators are. But it is what it is. But respect to Alpha Buckeye, respect to Jerry Spears, respect to the 20th Princess L, respect to EJ Podcast, Bundle Black TV, Wax AP, Nate the Great, uh, Mac Mean, Black to the P, Cuba, Diamond Shooter, Sakura, my nigga here, Keyway LA, Key Bar, and all the and respect to Motherboard Trey, True Hurts, George Chit Chat, respect to 20 East Nation out there, respect to the Nile River. We are family. We are trying to rebuild our community with these subjects that we are talking. And we know nobody want to hear it, but guess what? I'm gonna bring it to you. You know I bring the real truth. I'm gonna ask y'all this one question before I get out of here. If you're still in the chat, if you think that I don't be bringing the truth, put a one in the chat. If you think I be bringing the truth, and I'll be speaking the truth. Put a 2 in the chat before I get out of here. And tonight, I want some lady opinion on this subject that I'm talking about today. I want some ladies' opinion on this subject tonight. Peace and love, respect to the Nile River, respect to the Twin East Nation. Peace and love, respect to everybody. Without y'all in the chat, it wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be able to bring out the great content that I'm bringing you. Thank you. I love you. Peace. I'm out.
Buddha. No way, Jose.
And respect to Esco. Thank you, Esco. And remember, love and respect yourself and try to make the next day better than it was. Try to make the next day better than the day before.